Now, Ghana's Chief Justice, Gertrude Torkornoo, was suspended by President Mahama in April 2025 after misconduct petitions were filed against her. A committee is now investigating the claims, though details remain unclear. Now, the suspension has glinted, political tension, with critics calling it a threat to judicial independence. Torkornoo, appointed in 2023, had aimed to reform the justice system, but now faces serious challenges to her role. Well, today I'm joined by Aidoo Gilbert-Arhinful. He's a lecturer, Department of Political Science Education, University of Education in Ghana. And we also have Emmanuel Ebo Hawkson, staff writer, Daily Graphic in Accra, Ghana. Thank you so much for joining me on the conversation.
Thank you very much.
All right, so let me begin with you, Emmanuel, before Aidoo joins us. Now, this marks the first suspension of a Chief Justice under Ghana's 1992 Constitution. What precedent does this set for the judiciary? And share your thoughts in general about this.
Well, basically, as you said, this is the first time a president has exercised such powers to suspend the Chief Justice. It has led to a lot of anguish, and many people are talking about the fact that it's going to have very adverse effects on the judiciary, and it's going to make it very difficult for people to have confidence in the justice system. But we need to put it in context. There's a background to this whole thing. The current president, as we know, when his party was in the position, they had a lot of misgivings against the judiciary. They criticized this current chief, the suspended Chief Justice. He was criticized a lot. They had a lot of issues with some of the things that she did. Although critics will also say that she was just doing a normal judicial work. So it is coming from that backdrop that now that they are in power, as you said, people or the critics from the other side are saying that this is just an attempt to remove the Chief Justice without any basis. But those who are also supporting the government have not acted unconstitutionally, going by the dictates of the Constitution. So generally, it depends on where you stand on the political side. The political side that you stand in Ghana, or whether you are part of you support the government or you support the opposition. But as I said, it has led to many people a lot of anguish in the judiciary, and many people feel that it is going to set a very bad precedent. Others will say that no, let's allow the law to work, and whatever it is. So by the time the committee comes up with this recommendation, we will know whether the Chief Justice is going to be removed or not. As you said, it doesn't mean the Chief Justice has been removed. This is per the laws of Ghana. When a petition against the Chief Justice, someone has a petition against the Chief Justice, it's supposed to go to the President. The President will consult with the Council of State, with a group of eminent people who advise the President. And the procedure is such that when the Council of States, the consultation is done, they have to do they have to establish what we call a prima facie case. A prima facie case is basically to say whether on the face of the record or on the face of the petition, there's a case for the Chief Justice to answer. And then the Constitution allows, immediately that prima facie determination is done, the President can then set up a committee. In this case, it's a 5-member committee made up of 3 Chief Justices of the Supreme Court and 3 other persons. So when that committee is set up, the Constitution allows the President to suspend the Chief Justice. Immediately that committee is set up. So we've not gotten to the stage of whether the Chief Justice has been found culpable of any wrongdoing. We have gotten to the stage where the committee has been set up. The President thinks that he has to suspend the Chief Justice because if he's so acting as the Chief Justice, there is going to be a bit of, it's going to affect the proceedings. So this is where we are now. This is where we got into. It's got into a stage where the committee is now coming to sit down proper to investigate the petition against the Chief Justice.
All right, Emmanuel, but then, you know, previous petitions against Justice Torkornoo was dismissed by former President Akufo-Addo, you know, due to deficiencies. What were the allegations or the nature of those previous allegations, and do you think that they bear any relation to the current petitions, since we have no idea what the petitions say?
So under the Constitution of Ghana, there are three grounds that a justice of the Superior Court or the Chief Justice can be removed. It stated misconduct, incompetence, or inability to perform because of illness or something. Per the Constitution, the petition, the whole proceedings from the petition being sent to the President, the prima facie determination by the President, consultation with the Council of State, the committee. So supposed to know the content of the petition, but they have been that those were the petition that were sent to the President, and also the response of the Chief Justice. Previously, there were the immediate past President, there was a petition that was sent to him, basically boarding of the same misconduct. It didn't disclose anything of it, and also the fact that the petitioner made it public before it even got to the President. You know, as I said, the petition is supposed to be in camera. It's out there, it's just speculation, because per the procedure, they are not supposed to know what's in the petition, how the committee is going to, the work of the committee. All we will get to know is that after the committee has given its recommendation, then it will be communicated to the public. So there have been previous petitions, but as I said, the President, the former President, or the then President in his own wisdom, felt that those petitions were frivolous, so it doesn't warrant the need for an investigation to be done by the committee. So this is where we stand now. We all have to wait. We all have to wait for the committee to finish its work. Then we know whether the petition has any merit or not.
All right, now speaking of the petition having a merit or not, now the petitions leading to the suspension were filed on February 14, you know, between February 14 and March 17, 2025, with the Chief Justice responding just in April 7. Considering this timeline, would you say that constitutional procedures were adequately followed?
When the petition goes to the President, he forwards it to the Council of State for consultation. Now, determination whether it discloses there's a need to investigate it. Immediately after it's done, the President can present and communicated to the nation that it is consulting the that at least prima facie determination, the President is supposed to listen to get some response from the Chief Justice to inform the prima facie determination. The immediately the suit was filed, the Chief Justice herself also wrote to the President saying that I'm not aware of those petitions, at least in the interest of natural justice and the pursuit of natural justice, and also in view of other constitutional procedures. Let me have the petition, let me respond to the petition before the prima facie determination will be made. 2 days later, the President forwarded a petition to the Chief Justice, giving her 10 days to respond to the petition. She did. So the argument, because the matter is in court, it's very difficult to really go into the substance. But the argument in court is that the case in court, which was filed by a member of Parliament, is that the President had knowledge of the petition way back before the Chief Justice, meaning the President had started the consultation with the Council of State before the Chief Justice response was taken. And the plaintiff is saying that is unconstitutional. But as it stands now, it's a matter before the court. So we have to leave it for the court to decide whether the processes that have taken place is in line with the Constitution or it's unconstitutional. But supporters of the president are saying that the president has done no wrong, because to them, the Chief Justice will be giving a full hearing during the committee stage. I mean, when the committee really starts its work to really look at the merits of the petition, the Chief Justice will come, the Chief Justice will be able to interrogate the evidence, will also bring a side. So, proponents of the government are saying that it is at that stage that the Chief Justice ought to be given a hearing. Yeah. It is not at the prima facie.
All right, we apologize for that little break. We've been able to reconnect with Emmanuel, and we're talking about, the Ghanaian president suspending the Chief Justice following allegations of misconduct and also sparking debates. That's political debates. Emmanuel, welcome back. If you can hear me, the last question I asked you was about critics, and including the opposition New Patriotic Party, labeling the suspension as politically motivated. I would like for you to tell us if there's an evidence that actually supports or even refutes this claim, as an attempt by the president to consolidate power over the judiciary.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so as I said, it has not become a political battle in Ghana now. The suspended Chief Justice was appointed in 2023 by the immediate past president, whose party is now in opposition. So obviously, they have strong sentiment on that side that they feel that this is an orchestrated attempt by the current government to more or less to reset the judiciary. That's the slogan for this current government when they were seeking power was that they want to reset Ghana. So they are saying they want to reset the judiciary in a way that will suit the current government. But proponents or supporters of the current government to say that no, there's nothing. The president has not done anything untoward. I mean, throughout the whole step, they are saying that every constitutional provision has been followed. The president has done what the constitution expects him to do. And this was basically the same thing that the previous administration did when the chairperson of the electoral commission was also removed. It was through the same process. So, and they have also tagged the opposition, the MPP, as hypocrite, because they are saying that you basically went through the same process to get the chairperson of the electoral commission removed. So why are you crying foul if the president is using the same process to see to it that this petition gets to a conclusion? But I think going they are more concerned about how is it going to impact the judiciary. I mean, there have been concerns that the politicians have so much influence on all sectors, especially the executive has so much influence on all sectors of the country. I mean, government. So that's how the ordinary person is looking at to see whether this is going to have any impact on the judiciary, whether this one is a way of having total control over the judiciary. So, but as I said, we have to wait to see the outcome of the committee. The others who have also said that as it is an orchestrated attempt, a supposed orchestrated attempt by the government, it means that when it gets to the committee level, I mean, the Chief Justice is already a goner. But
you talked about it. You talked about it. Going to the committee level. Now, from what we know, a 5-member committee has been established to investigate the allegations. Even though these allegations have not been made public, but none of these people have been publicly identified as senior jurists or even Ghana Bar Association representatives. So, how do we expect the proceedings to be transparent?
So who has to be on that committee? So the Constitution has set up the submission of the petition to them. So the committee members. 2 of them are supposed.
All right, Emmanuel, I'm so sorry, but I do not think we can actually go on with this conversation as your audio is terribly bad and we can barely make out what you're saying. But we really appreciate you for your time, and we hope that someday we'll call you back to, speak on issues affecting Ghana. Thank you so much for joining us on the conversation. Emmanuel Ebo Hawkson, staff writer, Daily Graphic, Accra in Ghana. Thank you.